Hello everyone and welcome back to Dueling Park News. My name is Chase and we are back at Universal Orlando Resort to check up on the progress of Hollywood Drift. Now in the last video when we were here, we got to see a lot of new construction taking place for the basically the load and unload station being built behind the firehouse facade. Now we have even more news to report on because they've got some interesting stuff taking place with the footers over here in City Walk and honestly probably back there in the New York section. But it's going to be a little hard getting back there, and I'll show you why once we head in. Over here in City Walk, looking into the construction, we see that each footer, at least over here in the City Walk construction, has these giant wooden stakes with orange flags coming out of them. Could this be news of track incoming? Well, I guess we'll have to get closer to find out. Who knows? Maybe we'll see some track. I would love to see track being delivered sometime soon, but as of now, just from the outside looking in, we have these big wooden stakes. Well, now that the Mardi Gras season is over, heading over to the Universal Studios Florida entrance, I do see some construction walls behind it surrounding a palm tree, but we're going to turn left and head over to the Hard Rock before we head in here. Okay, so actually change of plans. We're not going to go up to the second floor of the Hard Rock, and that is because they are currently hosting an event up there and the entrance is blocked off. So we're going to go ahead and head into Universal Studios Florida and take a look at the inside, and then hopefully by the time we leave, the entrance over here for the second floor will be available. Also, a little side note over here beside the Hard Rock, they've actually extended the construction wall out with like a little bit of scrim and just regular fencing. I took a peek over there, but there's nothing there yet, so it could be some concrete work or something that they're about to do here soon. Otherwise, I don't know what this would be for. So just as a little refresher for the paint scheme as you enter Universal Studios Florida, it is turning white with some accents still being painted over. So it looks like it's going for like a white, dark burgundy brown color. And then earlier I mentioned that behind the arch over here, we do have some construction walls up in front of, well, surrounding two palm trees. So they might just be working on the mulch bed or barrier for it. They are still halfway over on this other building over here where they do the administrative, kind of like events and VIP stuff. I wonder when they'll pick back up on that, but as of now, it's still just halfway. So there's actually been a new update when you're entering New York, and I will show you here in a second when we get closer. So I'm curious to see if we can get back to our little spot. Well, there you have it, folks. Entering inside New York, we have a new set of construction walls that have been pushed out from the previous construction wall that advertises the Hollywood Drift cars. And I find it funny, though, because they put up this black fence, and now it's just like, okay, we're extending this out now, so you can't see the black fence. But let's just check it out. It may not touch. No, it touches. I can see it. So it's pretty crazy to see, like, here was the original construction wall. They layered the advertisement over the green one like that. And now we have this other green one that's popping out from the advertisement. So maybe they're doing concrete work, some road work over here because of, I don't know. I guess they probably need to do some concrete work for this area of Hollywood Drift. Well, let's back up around it and we will head over to our little spot that I like to take a little peek into the backside of the construction. Maybe we have some beautiful updates over there. Here is the look from the street of New York. And they have turned up the music for the dancers, so I apologize if you hear me screaming in the mic, but it does look like we can still access the walkway back here, and we will take a look at the construction. Holy moly, we have a great new update of the load station. It is even further out now with some new characteristics. Oh, and check it out over there. They are putting the flooring down on that floor. It's like kind of like the floor up from the ground floor. Actually, it looks like there's a guy driving something on top of it. You see that? He might be smoothing out the concrete that they're making with that second floor. That is awesome. I don't know what he's doing, guys, but if you know what he's doing, just let me know. But take a look at this guy. Our load station has been extended. And look at that neat ironwork with the metal beams. I just can't get over this shot. It is so cool to see that this building has finally extended past the firehouse station facade. I mean, it's just so neat. And look at that detail with the, like the curvature of the metal beams right there. I'm just so curious to know what that is for. And then back over there with the maintenance bay work, it looks like they're smoothing out whatever is on that second floor. It kind of looks like one of those machines that you see, like say like at a Walmart where they're cleaning the floor tile. That's exactly what it looks like that guy is pushing. I know it's probably not, but it still looks like it. Just smoothing out all that second floor. Also, shout out to our entrance. It looks a lot skinnier now without the scaffolding off of it. I would assume there is more work to be done. I don't think it's going to be that gray concrete look, especially since the one in Hollywood has brick all around it. But it is so weird to see it without the scaffolding still. Let's get one last view of what is behind the fire station facade right now, and this is the load and unload station. So it is reaching new heights, literally and metaphorically, and it just looks good. It looks so cool to see it constructed out past the facade now, which leaves me to wonder, will they bring back that one New York facade to hide this? Well, let's head over to Supercharged now, because there is some new updates with that attraction too for Fast and Furious. And I would assume it's likely in response to this attraction being built, Hollywood Drift. Heading over to Supercharged, we can see that the Ghirardelli facade is now covered in scrim. I'm telling you right now, if you come to the theme parks, it is all about the scrim. That's okay, we're avoiding that. Even though Fast and Furious Supercharged is on a delay, which, you know, oh darn, we're going to head to the exit of the queue and the gift shop, and we are going to check out what has changed over here. Coming over here to the exit of the gift shop for Supercharged, we can see that our 3 cars are no longer here, which is crazy. I would say the names of the cars, but to be honest with you, I really didn't remember what they were. I think I really want to say Brian Skyline was one of them, but I really highly doubt it was one of those cars. But yeah, there was one here, one in the middle, and one over there. But now, there's nothing. So I assume they're moving it for the Hollywood Drift queue. So I'm actually going to exit the park now and head over back towards the Hard Rock second story floor again, because I would like to see if that has everybody checked in? Have they already moved all that team member security standing over there? And once I get over there, hopefully we can walk up the steps and take a look into the construction. Well, everyone, good news. I was able to make it up here to check out all the lovely construction going on for Hollywood Drift in the New York section. As of right now, there is no active construction. We got a few of the workers walking around, but check it out. It looks really smooth and paved over all the way here near the lagoon. Zooming in where the speculated spike is going, we do have some new concrete crates. I wonder if that's holding any of the electrical work or some of the, I don't know, I would say track, but they're way too small for track. But they're being placed over there where the spike is going to be. Panning over towards the middle of the construction, we do see that there has been some work done to our power station, especially with the cinder blocks. So we need to get a little bit closer to see what's going on over there. So if you look right here behind all the stakes that have been recently placed, we do see that it looks like they're getting ready to put the top on this cinder block power station extension next to the trailer that's already been there. And again, it doesn't look like there's any work going on today, but just check out all of the conduit and the stakes that are sticking out from our footers now. Isn't that crazy? And right here we have a footer that does not have its top on the crate, so we can take a peek inside at the square cutout and all the bolts. Yeah, so with the concrete power station over here, we can see the roof supports that are placed there. So probably by this week they'll have it covered up and not be using that big gray tarp. And then back over here behind all of this, in front of the Blue Man Group stage, we do see that they have dug out some more of the footers over there. They might be doing some reworking. But as far as we can tell, I mean, just look at all the orange stakes in the ground that are coming out behind each footer. That's typically a good sign of track installation. And yeah, it does look like they have some demolition debris over there in between the old Hard Rock, or not Hard Rock, the Rip Ride Rocket facade and the Blue Man Group. Kind of just piled it up. It's already been there for a while. But since we zoomed in where that guy's walking it over there, you can see where they have dug out the area in between those footers. So likely adding some more concrete and dirt, and then we'll pave it back over and place the stakes back for those footers. Well, everyone, that's going to wrap up my day here at Universal Studios Florida, checking out the Hollywood Drift construction. We were able to see all the lovely spikes or stakes sticking out of the ground that you see right now, as well as check out some of the New York construction. With that construction, we did see that the unload and load station has finally extended past the firehouse facade, and that was really cool. So I'm sure we'll be seeing that get put up really fast the next few weeks. As well as that weird construction wall that has taken place in New York. That is very interesting. I don't think that might be related to Hollywood Drift, but hey, who knows? And also, what do you guys think about this, the stakes coming out of the ground behind the footers? You think that's a good indication that track will start to be laid out here soon? It's what everyone's saying online, but I guess we'll have to find out when the time comes. Otherwise, I'm going to say thank you for watching, thank you for following along, and I will see you in the next update video.